Okay, let's revisit the area the area of a triangle. We've done this once already when we were thinking of a triangle. Let's see. Let's draw a triangle. Here's a triangle. Okay. And to figure out that area, we already knew the area of a rectangle. So we thought of it as it's clearly half of that rectangle. And we know if we call this side the base and this side the height, that the area of the rectangle equals base times height. So clearly the area of that triangle, where we have a 90-degree angle there, anytime we have a 90-degree angle, it's clear that the area is half of that. It's half of that rectangle. 1/2 base times height. Okay? So now the question is, what if we have a triangle that does not have a right angle? Let's say we have this triangle. From there to there. Let's make it big. Okay? Okay. There's a triangle that does not have a right angle. So the area is still 1/2 base times height. So to really see this, you should have watched the video about the parallelogram. So what I'm going to do is, just like we showed up here, that the triangle with the right angle had a is half of a rectangle, I can show you that this triangle below, where we have no right angle, is half of a parallelogram. So if I copy the bottom side of the triangle, it's a length of 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy it up on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pull that length down there. We see that this thing is a parallelogram, and we know from the previous video that if I call this the base, if I call this the base, and I come straight down perpendicular, this means straight down, to make a right angle, and call that the height, we know the area of the parallelogram equals base times height. So again, we see that the triangle we were initially looking at is half of that parallelogram, so the area of the triangle equals 1/2 base times height. So area of any triangle equals 1/2 base times height. The only thing is that typically with a right triangle over here, you immediately know this side is the height. So if you don't have a right triangle, this side is not the height, that side is not the height. You must come find the top piece of the triangle and come vertically straight down and measure that height, and that is the height. So area equals 1/2 base times height. Let me add a page here. So let's do one. Let's take a triangle and let's make it clear that it is not a right triangle. There's no right angles in there. So let's say that this side was 8, and let's say we took out our tape measure and we measured vertically straight down to a perpendicular, and that length was 5 feet. And let's say this is 8 feet. So we have our base is 8 feet and our height is 5 feet. So the area of this triangle is going to equal 1/2 times the base times 8 feet times the height, which is 5 feet. So we get the area of our triangle equals 1/2 times, and let's do our feet times feet first. So 8 times 5 is what, 40, and feet times feet is feet squared. So the area of our triangle equals, I want to emphasize here multiply by a fraction. 1/2 times 40 square feet. Let's say that is 40 over 1 square feet. And so 40 and 40 divided by 1 is the same thing. And when we multiply by fractions, it's multiply straight across. So area of the triangle equals 1 times 40 is 40. 2 times 1 is 2 square feet. And we get that area of the triangle equals 20 square feet. And again, that means if I had 20 little 1 by 1 foot by 1 foot blocks, 20 of these will fit into this space of a triangle that had a base of 8 feet and a height of 5 feet. That will do it for this video on triangles, the area of triangles.